Hello, we are rolling. Welcome to another energy update. It's a bit bright today, as you can see. Oh my god, so clumsy. I can't even see, so I'm just gonna look like this. I'm at work, um, not doing too great. Well, I guess I am in some ways, though. Practically speaking, everything is starting to fall into place. It seems that it's almost like impossible to just get a moment of just quietude. And I don't know, maybe it's Mercury retrograde, maybe it's something else. First thing that comes into mind is like, what are we doing here? Why are you here? Why am I here? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another energy update of October. This is my month. This is Libra whammy Sun Moon month. This is the time for the justice, transparency, embodied, personified, out and running, up and about, established, and trying to communicate the personal process of that in itself. So let me just get into a quick like round of personal shares so that we might get some clarity here. First, I just want to say thank you for being here, and thank you for being alive, and thank you for spreading your light and for spreading your impressions. And I hope that you understand how valuable you are and how beautiful you are, and that you have an energy body, that you have a soul, and that you can see colors and rainbows, and that you see energy everywhere, and that you know the synchronicities aren't BS. It's all playing out with as a deliberate thing for us, so that we can be reminded through the proper channels, so that we can realize that we're not only just showing up for these invisible energies every day for no reason at all. We're actually being supported. We're actually being reminded that, oh, here's a loophole, here's a peak hole, this is a dimensional layer. Oh, this is possible, that's possible. So why wouldn't all your assumptions of the higher dimensions be possible? So it's like hope, 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 hope. So thank you for being here. I love you, and may we shine together. All right. So let me get back into the personal share real quick. Okay. Woo! Okay. Just needed to be said. It had to be said. Okay. So, okay, this is for me. This is me just trying to, I need to level it up. It's like, it's a necessity to level up the situation that I'm in, because I can't channel if I'm in this density, because there are so many people working at this job, at this company that is delivering food, and we're sharing cars, and these cars, they're basically being honored in a way that might never have happened before. It's like when you have a good cry, you don't realize that you just cleaned up something now and forever. So you can't put the value into the system where it belongs. So it's like judgment comes in, and then it's faulty, and then you're caught back in a cyclical loop. So and that's also what's happening a lot. Like I'm walking around, I'm judging everything and everybody, and I have these insidious brutal comments on everyone, like F you, F them, get out of my way, you're too slow. Oh, I bet you like that. Uh, what do you want? Why are you looking at me? Stop that. Move. Um, you're too slow. Faster. Get out of my way. It's like, and these aren't even, I'm not responsible for them. I can decide to take responsibility for that and realize that that's happening within my energy centers, and I can take responsibility for that, and I can level it up. But right now I'm just an actor in this huge play of assholes that is playing out in this Martian way, and I feel like I'm accessing it, and then I'm cleaning it up. So it's like I'm like a ninja spy who's coming in, and nobody's having their spider senses up and running, and then when I get to certain locations, I can infuse the light. I've been working a lot with infusing the light codes into this like 12th dimensional grid system that I was so opposed to earlier. But now it's like, okay, everything established, everything, we can harmonize with that. And it's the friendship part that is going to bring the solution of the harmony part, I feel. What else is going on? Yeah, we just passed the October 9th Make environmental sustainability thing that I was talking about in the last video. And that probably played out, I don't know. And now Saturn is just like moving through, and all this karmic stuff that we've been through these last 5 months is supposedly now off the hook. And now we've cleaned it up, and it seems like, oh, there's such a dark attempt to reorganize the cursing act for all of us, so that we can cuss each other out and create negative timelines again, because it seems like there's so many portals that's being open. And so these portals are basically just holes of potential and through the scope of time of our perception on certain geolocations. So if you're tapping into a portal, you're basically having an opportunity to infuse it with your own impression from the goodness of your heart, so the heart frequency can allow to kind of like spew out this abundance. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm just everywhere. I'm a light worker. I'm a grid weaver. I'm a karma cleanser, and I'm an angel and a soul living this human life, and I'm infusing love wherever I go. I respect you. I love you. And then I have all these like other like mental distortions coming up from these cars and from my coworkers and my conglomerates who are insane with it. Like I have to smudge and sage these cars every time that I get into it. And all these customers throughout Oslo, they're insane. Like, and they're living such horrible lives, and they smell like ass. Like it's just like this ass city. It's like I feel like everyone is just like batteries with their holding their heads under their arm, running around wondering what's what. And they're so rude, and they have no complaints other than that they're initially incredibly selfish by nature. So what really helps is just looking at people and just putting a label on them and admitting to ourselves that these are incredibly selfish people. They're very selfish people. All these people, they're very selfish people. They're like, oh, they're very selfish people. You can think that, And it's going to benefit you because it's like you're realizing basically who's attacking you, who's benefiting off of the leakage of your light, and who's not going to take into account what you're doing. They're not going to ask for forgiveness. They're not going to call you and tell you that they did you wrong. They're basically a machine at this point. And so they have so much power in numbers, and it seems like their social power, their social agenda, their social way of being, it's so dominant that we can't do anything but be scared of it. So when do we get to the point where we're not afraid of anything? Like literally, the consequences. We're afraid of all consequences. There's not one consequence that we're not afraid of, and we can't even admit it to ourselves because we're so gung-ho on our own preferences that we wouldn't give it up for the life of us. Like, and I'm guilty of the same thing. Like I see sick people, I see people who are suffering, and I wouldn't exchange my life with them for the life of me. And why would I just be so brave to just give it all away? Why would I? Because if I'm not connected to source, I wouldn't even realize that. If I'm not connected to the one I am, the oneness, the centrifuge of source energy, if I'm not connected to that which is going to catch me when I trust fall into my own life, if I can't even trust that, I have, I got no connectivity to the juice of this beautiful stuff that is fueling and putting pure fuel into our very existence. This is not a critique to you, it's just I'm trying to emphasize what I'm trying to channel here, which is source connection, which is the access point to our own divinity. And this is the way that we scrape off and cut out all of the BS, and we get to the point of where we're actually doing benefic work, and where we actually have an infinitely transformative effect on our environment. Letting go of fear, almost like being bigger and braver than ever. That's the message. So, times are rough. You're doing well enough. It's okay where you're at. I love you no matter what. I'm just talking up. And I hope you're doing amazing, and that I hope that you can receive this blessing of weirdness from Norway. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you with you later. Okay, I gotta go back to work. Bye.